Alright, hey guys, Space Wolf is back today, and you know what? Today we are going to be starting our new series, and it's called A Daily Hit of HearthStone. I hope it's slightly clever, but what it is it's going to be a one quick game with one random deck that I have already made, whether I've tested it or not, just to show the game, keep you guys interactive, and give you something to watch in case you just need a daily hit of Hearthstone. I know it's my addiction right now, so I figured it would be a clever title. So we're going to be jumping right on into it with what we are building is it's a low-level warrior deck right now, and it will be built into an enraged deck. So I hope to give it a deck spotlight coming up here shortly, just the same as I gave the light spawn deck of mine a spotlight. I enjoy the purpose behind this deck. It's about enraging your guys, getting them big and beefy, and making them swing really, really hard at the opponent. So we're going to be playing a shaman deck right now. Not a big deal, not sure, but our opening hand is... I don't want charge, and I don't want our Stormwind champion, so we're just going to get rid of those two and draw again. We are going second, which is always a benefit, and we got another Stormwind champion, which is great. Just great. So I hope you guys are doing well. I know it's not been too long since the last video, but it looks like we don't have a play this turn, and we don't want to keep him waiting. So we're just going to end our turn. Execute is one of my favorite cards to destroy a damaged enemy minion. Just straightforward, one drop, all you gotta do is one damage, and we can do that either by cleave or by having our Warsong Commander out. So right now we are gonna pop, let's pop this, and let's drop down our Warsong Commander, which gives all our other minions charge, because next turn we are gonna drop down our Raid Leader and be able to swing for 4 immediately if we can, and then we're gonna build up to our Chillwind Yeti. And we're going to cleave if anything gets rough, like now. Now is a cleave time. So we're actually going to sit. I don't feel like charging with our Raid Leader right now. One thing that I have found that I really do not like about Shamans is that overload cost. I don't know if you guys saw this, but this overload 2, I'd try to go there, but as you can see, it just goes off. It means it gives you that much less mana the following turn. I don't know why anybody would want to use that. I mean, it does allow them to spawn some just ridiculous cards right away, but I don't like it. It's not very good. So we're gonna drop our Chillwind Yeti. We are going to hit 2 against this taunt. We're going to hit 5 against this taunt. We're going to hit 3. Keep the board clear, or do we go for damage? Spell damage +1. We're going to keep the board clean because I really don't want to get hit with a forked lightning or anything a little too aggressive right now. So hopefully our Warsong Commander stays fit for this, and we can drop down a 2/2, which will become a 3/3, so we can hit for 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. +5, so 13, that's not bad, but Lightning Storm, exactly what I was worried about, because that's going to wipe our entire board. And that's originally why I got rid of that spell, Power Totem, but it's just, Shamans are awesome. So we're going to heal up, we're going to drop this, and we are actually going to charge with this, because I really don't want any more of that. And then we're just going to shield up. Hopefully he doesn't have any more board clear. I am glad to see, though, that his Lightning Storm had an overloaded 2, so it is going to keep him playing things that he's not playing in the same level that I'm playing at, if that makes any sense. So this looks like a perfect time to armor up, Bluegill Warrior. We are going to... It doesn't really matter, they're both 2/1s who can attack. Go here. Then we're just going to execute him and swing 4 damage right on through. Right now, one of the big things with the warrior that I try to do is I want to keep my enemy's board entirely clear. I know with my light spawn deck, I said taking damage wasn't a huge deal, and then we did seem to lose the one game at the end. But warriors, if I can keep hitting you and you can't come back, I'm going to be able to overrun you eventually. Now that's a problem. That's a problem. And $5 says he gets a... Yeah, okay. Nope, he didn't get the taunt totem. Oh my god. Now we did get our shield master. And I could play it, but instead I'm going to play Ha. Now we're going to play a taunt. we are going to charge with our Blue Gale Warrior, and then we're going to hit for 2. And next turn we are going to drop our Stormwind Champion and do quite a bit of damage. If we can. What's he got in his hand? He has a full hand. Why he's not playing a whole lot of stuff is confusing. It's a bummer too, because I know he could be waiting on fire elementals or a few really big beefy creatures with just a little bit of overload. I know I was complaining about the overload cost, and that's one of the reasons I don't play a shaman, is because I really don't like it. But when you are able to drop down a 6 mana cost with a 2 or 3 overload that's just unbelievably good, it stalls your opponent for a turn. So even you don't need to play anything, because by the time your opponent finally can deal with it in 2 turns, you've already gotten the benefit of having that really strong creature already down, and you haven't suffered too much of a disadvantage just because you've already put so much, you've already been able to force so much either damage through or just have its effects work really well in your favor. So we're going to drop that. And I don't really want to lose either of my guys. Actually, I don't really care about him because I already have a taunt. So we'll throw them both out of his taunt, get rid of that. We'll end our turn. I should have Voodoo Doctored my own guy. I messed up on that at the end of there. So you can let me know about that if you saw that. But no, I did mess that up. I should have Voodoo Doctored my own guy, brought him back up to a 5 health, had 4/5 sitting on the board. But right now it is looking good with 10 damage sitting up, and he doesn't have any minions down to at least attack immediately, because I don't think shamans have any charge creatures right off the bat. What is your move, Sandman? And he does have a Hex. It has been a night, or a day, or whenever this is being recorded, of slow opposing turns. I don't know if it's just me who pumps through my turn or thinks about it, but I have an idea. Okay, so we do have Fairy Dragon that we pulled. Not really anything special. I don't want a Voodoo Doctor. I messed up as well again. Hopefully he takes... No, I didn't mess up that bad. Alright. Because the goal is when I kill this, to either have no minions on my board or just a trash minion on my board. Like this. That would be a trash minion. So next turn I'll kill it with this, give him that, and then Voodoo Doctor. But since we have 6 defense anyways, we're doing alright. I'm worried though this deck is not built into the late game, so I'm worried. I don't think we're going to be pulling too much out right now. So we'll see what he keeps putting down. Puts that down with an overload of 1. And he plays Ragnaros. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know if you guys could tell yet, but I haven't really, I haven't purchased too many of the cards. I want to work with what they give me. So we're going to do this. We're going to get rid of that. I could hit Ragnaros. I'm not going to. I'm going to bank that Ragnaros is going to hit my 2-1. Or he's probably going to hit my 2-1. Ragnaros is going to hit me for 8. But I haven't purchased too many cards or opened too many packs yet, just because I've wanted to work through everything on the base level and build the decks on the base level that I can and really try to craft... That's a problem. Craft my guys the best as possible. So when I have been going up against a few of these decks, it has been really tough. So Rag is going to hit for 8. This has Charge and Wind Fury and Divine Shield and Taunt. Lord almighty. So we got a Garabashi Berserker. But I don't think that's going to save us for this game. So I think we're going to... Yeah. That's a thing. That's a thing. I forgot about that. Well, at least he made it so he's got to hit it. So he's going to do 6 damage right through here. Probably let Rag just finish it up with an 8 damage at the end of turn. But he's going to keep playing cards because that's what he does as a shaman. So that is the game right there, guys. Not much I can do when it really comes down to it. Very low level warrior deck and very decent shaman deck. As you can see, we're only level 3. You just leveled up to 4. We haven't even unlocked all the cards. So we got a Core Kron Elite. So we are going to go over the deck list just really quick for you guys, just because I know, even though it's just a quick daily hit of Hearthstone one time, I still want to show you guys what I'm using. So we are going to click on the Enraged deck, and we are using 2 charges, which I'm not sure I enjoy too terribly much without a few bigger creatures. 2 Executes, 2 Voodoo Doctors, 2 Fiery War Axes, 2 Cleaves, 2 Heroic Strikes, 2 Bluegill Warriors, 1 Fairy Dragon. I like that it can't be targeted by spells or hero powers, even though it does affect me when I'm trying to target it. It's a bummer, but other than that, I enjoy it. 2 Frostwolf Grunts. I like them more in this deck. 1 Ironbeak Owl, 2 Raid Leaders, 2 Warsong Commanders, 2 Chillwind Yetis, 2 Sen'jin Shieldmaster, my favorite taunt card, 2 Gurubashi Berserkers, and 2 Stormwind Champions. So alright guys, if you like the video and you want to stay tuned and get a few more daily hits of Hearthstone in, hit that like button, favorite, subscribe, all that jazz, and until next time guys, Space Wolf out.